Welcome to the guest. Today we're talking about artificial intelligence. This is a tool that is used nowadays everywhere, in technology, in economy, in politics, and even in schools. And the question we are asking today is, AI a revolution or a challenge for schools? And to answer this, I receive on this set Dr. 𝐄𝐊𝐿, you are a lecturer, English lecturer at the National Normal School, normally ENS. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So, to start, how can we explain simply to our viewers, what is AI and why has it now become important for school systems and education?
Well, yeah, that's a very interesting question. But, allow me to make 1 minute historical background. Whenever we talk about AI, artificial intelligence, people always forget that it dates back to 1940. Okay. 1940, 1950, and all this stuff, and it started with mathematicians. The most fascinating part of that is the conversational dimension of AI. This is the first thing we have to underscore. Well, secondly, if we come to your question, is it a revolution or a challenge? I think this is what you said. I don't think it's a revolution. Well, if we go deep down to the existence of artificial intelligence, and if we start underscoring that artificial intelligence starts with we have the computer, we have all the technologies, the introduction of technologies in human life, internet, and everything that followed with internet, programming and everything, robotics. So all this is part of AI. But it may also happen that in our country, we are much more talking about AI because of that conversational part. Apps, well, you can take an app and then ask for something instead of spending time on Googling, going to a link and then reading and then making sure this is the information you're looking for. Now, if it is a revolution, the question is a little bit broad, if we take it this way. Because if you stand a little bit on the notion of revolution, the ideas, all the reading you may have on revolution revolves around the changes that it can bring to human life, the change of behavior, the efficiency it brings in professional environment, the efficiency it brings in saving time when we are doing things. Yes, at this level, that might be considered.
But Dr. 𝐄𝐊𝐿, you are a teacher yourself.
Yes.
So you have students before you. What have you noticed about maybe the change in habits, like the way they do their research, the way they go and take informations? Do you think that this is something that is good for them? Because we can talk about laziness. People can be lazy because now I just ask a question to like ChatGPT or whatever, or any other AI, and the answer comes to me. They can even produce documents. They can even produce researches. So what have you noticed about maybe a kind of laziness related to the students?
Yes, if we take our context is a bit particular because it comes with pressure. We have smartphones, we have all sorts of technology that we are using. The behavior, for example, in school, of course, because people have smartphones and they can go to ChatGPT, they can go to any other deep search and all these applications, and then accelerate any research. is that negative? That should be the question, because are we the first to experience AI? We are not the first. If you look at Asia, if you look at the American continent, if you look at Europe, what we have to look at is the regulation and the use we are making of it. Why was that invented? Was that invented to destroy society? No, I don't think so. And it was not either invented, well, to reduce learning efficiency. The point now is, how do we regulate it? If we circumcise the topic to Gabon, that regulation issue is a problem. Because if you have a kid with a smartphone and that you can't control everything he has in, there is the problem. I rather think that if you consider AI as a tool that we can use, that can embrace the teaching system, the grounding point is to start by a regulating system within the schooling system.
Okay.
If you turn up this light, you have no light. If you turn up a phone, you have no access to AI. That is, if a child doesn't have a phone while he's in class, he doesn't have access to that.
As simple as that.
This is part of regulation.
Okay.
But if we can be in a school and you have children have their smartphone anytime, in class, out of class, during
even the exams.
During exams and all the stuff, there we are not regulating. Why do we need to regulate? We need to regulate because of the drawbacks of the artificial intelligence. We need to regulate to make sure we are building positive society with it.
But now, still, as a teacher, and you teach English, Gabon is a French-speaking country. So every day you are making people learn this foreign language. What do you think about how we could use this tool to make your job better?
I think we have three fields in which we can, AI could be useful. First of all, the training curriculum itself should integrate not just AI, because AI is just a part of that, but technology. Technology is in general. And that technology will be given, well, people...
E-learning and all that stuff.
Before we even go to e-learning, let's take grammar school.
Okay.
You know, in grammar school today, there's a tendency to teach kids English. If we stay on English, we need to have teachers who are grounded in technology use, who have basic training on it. Because today, of course, we start by computer literacy. It also, the second thing is we need to set goals. Why do we want, what do you want to achieve with that? Our country needs architects, engineers, mining engineers, all sort of experts. So if you go with goals, and we start from scratch, based on these goals, I think the AI finally is going to be a good tool that can be incorporated in the education system. And particularly with language learning, because it accelerates the learning process. Well, today you have this program that can speak to you, because it's a program that you can have in either in a phone or in a computer or in any appliance. But if the teacher does not have the capacity to control when using it, to understand, if he doesn't have the skill, the necessary skill to handle, well, we will lose the positive part of the tool.
Some teachers say we should cancel AI. Like, students shouldn't be allowed to use whatever help in that matter. So what is your point of view?
Well, I think it's a misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding of what AI has to be. It's how we use AI in schools. I rather think that let me take an analogy with cars. We used to have manual cars, and then we have automatic cars. So if somebody is given automatic car compared to a manual car, you'll realize that his driving will be faster, will be more practical, with less difficulty. It's all the same case. It still has to do with how we use AI. Because AI itself does not decide on how it is going to be used. If you want to use it to destroy our society, we will use it to destroy our society. If you want to use it to have an efficient teaching system, we can use it to have an efficient teaching system. Because look at what happened in Asia. Well, they're using AI, but it's not destroying their cultural values, their good values, their social values, and all this stuff.
So what you say is that apart from what we learn at school and how we use AI, there is also a society part. Society should be able to keep their values and to keep like what the children are before using AI.
AI remains a robot that human being creates. So as long as human being can decide on what's the purpose of it in its own society, I think AI won't be a problem. But as long as, well, it would be taken as a subject or something that everybody can use at its whims, with no control, with nothing, well, we're going in a mess. That's the problem with AI today. I think we were brutally poured with this. Why? Because
it's like it just happened like that.
Because of our being open to the word, and we were not ready, prepared to specific use with that. That's one of the things. And be careful. We are in Libreville. We are at a capital. Go on the countryside, and I'm not sure you'll have the same density of understanding of AI. Or teachers are still teaching today, despite the existence of AI, and they're still teaching well. But you can have very good teachers because they are using the tool.
I have one last question because we have reached almost the end of this show. What advice would you give to teachers watching us right now, and also to students about the use of AI and how we could make them better or not?
I think first of all, we have to be cautious that technology will be useful to our society depending on what we want to do with it. Secondly, we have to embrace it. Because when we are talking about development, when we are talking about changing a society, when we are talking about efficiency into some other fields, we need it. But how do we use it will depend on ourselves. There's also a need to recycle, to understand what it really is. Because we have an array of talk at the street without really going deep down.
People must know exactly what is AI in order for them to understand. So we have reached the end of this show. Thank you for coming. I remind that you're Dr. 𝐄𝐊𝐿, English lecturer at ENS. Thank you again.
I think I'm the one to thank you.
So thank you also for watching us. Keep connected to Gabon 24 for the best of Gabon, Africa, and the world. Thank you.